Hey y'all, so welcome back to my channel. Super sorry that I've been kind of slacking on uploading videos. I've just been super duper busy between filling out medical school applications, job searching, and just getting my life together. So I know it's been a while since I recorded a video, but basically this video is way overdue, and it's about keeping you all updated regarding the medical school application and what's been happening to me during the interim. So basically, after my last video, I applied to 27 medical schools and 2 of them were DO. I applied to 27 because that's like kind of like the average, a little higher than the average. But my pre-med advisor thought I wasn't going to be competitive enough this round, so she actually told me that I shouldn't apply to medical school. However, after consulting with some doctors who are my mentors, I shadowed at a clinic near my house, and I talked to some of the doctors there about whether or not I should apply to medical school, and I was really honest about my grades, about my background, about everything, of course. And they were really upset, and they said, you know what, like, you should still apply. And the reason why she was afraid was because I did not do well in chemistry. And I'm being real with y'all. I'm just better at bio than I am at chemistry. And so I ended up taking a lot of upper level bio to help kind of increase my GPA. But yeah, anyway, I applied to 27 schools, and out of that 27, I received 7 interview invitations, and I've already been on 5. So I just want to tell you all who might be discouraged about, applying to medical school, that you should still do it, and that it's not all about grades. It's not all about the quantitative component. And yes, obviously the quantitative component does play a role in your overall consideration as a candidate, but you have to also think about yourself as a holistic human being. You're not just your grades, and you're not just your MCAT score. You have to consider your background in research, in publications, in volunteer work, in clinical work. For me, I have a lot of clinical experience because in grad school I actually administered psychotherapy, and then I also have publications because I did a lot of research. So that works in my favor, and it helps people look at me in a more holistic way and not just look at my grades and say, oh my gosh, this girl sucked in chemistry, she's not going to be a fit doctor. And like a lot of the doctors that I talked to, they freaking hated physics and they hated chemistry, but they got through it. And some of them didn't get A's in their classes, but they still applied to medical school, and there they are as doctors, completed school and everything, and successful. So anyway, I guess the moral of the story is this: like, no matter what people tell you, I think that if you have a passion in your heart to do something that is obviously gonna better you as a human and better humanity, do it. And don't listen to people who are naysayers and people who just try to put you in a box and tell you that you can't do something because you don't traditionally fit the bill, or you don't qualify it in the traditional sense. I really like that the MCAT even adopted psychology and sociology in their new exam, and medical schools are trying to become more social justice oriented. I really like that a lot. So I think that now, like, the landscape of medicine is changing. Medical schools want to be more comprehensive in their teachings, not just in the realm of medicine, but also in the realm of social justice. In order to treat your patients, you have to understand where they come from socially. You have to understand their background. You have to understand the intersections of oppressions that apply to patients' lives. The patient is not a pathology. The patient is a person that has a background, and has a history, and has a story, and has a community in which he or she belongs to. It's not all about one aspect of you as a person. I think the most important factor in whether or not someone is considered a viable candidate is your personality and your character. Do you really care about people? Like, what is your passion? And for me, my passion is to narrow disparities in health care treatment and in healthcare outcomes. And I think that people can see that. it's so clear to them when I tell them my story and I tell them why I want to do what I want to do. Also, a lot of the doctors I talk to say it's not about being intelligent as a doctor. It's about your willingness to help change the world and help your patients. And changing the world can be as small as helping a patient. And also, it's your ability to be humble and to want to grow and learn each day from your patients, from your practice. Take every day as a learning experience. It's really not all about being innately intelligent. Obviously, being innately intelligent is amazing, like it will help you, but there's acquired intelligence, and that's something that I have. Like, I wasn't born like super intelligent. Like, I have to work really hard to get to where I am, and where I have been in life. So that's more of the story. Just, just think about yourself as a holistic person and don't dwell on the negative features of your application and of yourself as a human. So anyway, what else was I gonna say? So I got a job at Mass General Hospital as a scribe in the urology department, and I find that line of work really fulfilling because it allows you to have experience with clinical work and to have patient interaction. I think, well, when you become a doctor, depending on what type of doctor you become, patient interaction is obviously really important. And so understanding what a typical day looks like in the clinic will be very helpful for people who are interested in medicine. So I really find that part of scribing very fulfilling. And I also love that I'm in a department in which I have little to no knowledge of before coming into scribing for the urology department. In your typical bio class, you learn a little bit about renal function and the hormones involved in the angiotensin system and etc. But you don't cover different treatments that are available for people who have prostate enlargement, whether it's benign or malignant. So it's like really interesting to learn about this because I've never learned about urology to this extent before. And I also really find deep satisfaction working with doctors who are so well known in their fields. So scribing is a really good pre-medical job to have, or a gap year period job to have, because it allows you to have clinical experience. And also just for anyone interested in the field of medicine, it's a really great way to, scribing is a great way to understand what the typical day looks like in the clinic. So I think it's perfect. And also I've been on several job interviews, and they were all related to what I went to graduate school for, which it was psychological counseling. But in that field, they need, relationship is everything, so time is really important, right? So I when I went on the interviews with the employers, they asked me how long I could commit to them, and I couldn't lie. I told them I know for sure that I can give them 1 year, because if I do get into medical school this round, then I'm off, and so that would not be really helpful for patients who see me, just because, stability is very important when it comes to the therapeutic relationship. So that's basically what has been happening to me in the interim. I really wanted to make videos touring the campuses that I interviewed at, but I couldn't because a lot of the rooms that we accessed required a key, and I saw the anatomy lab, and that I can't show you guys cadavers. So I can talk about the experience that I've had at each interview and what I liked about each of them if you guys are interested in that. And also I'm very interested in filming videos on budgeting in college, because it's really important to manage your money. Now I'm still broke because all these medical school interviews cost money to, obviously commute there and then stay in a hotel and eat and a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, you have to know how to manage your money. Even buying, I had to buy equipment to record, but it's I'm using my iPhone right now. So try to find ways, man. Try to find ways to kind of give you guys quality without breaking the bank. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and listening listening to me talk. Hopefully you guys kind of get an understanding of what's been going on in my life. I'm very interested in filming videos on budgeting, so that will come in the future. But in the meantime, good luck with everything, whether it's job related, school related, personally related, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.